One more.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me on my channel today. We have an interesting guest. Today we're going to talk about crystals healing and present you Elke. Elke, how are you today?
Thank you so much, Beverley. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to share my knowledge, and I hope it's beneficial to some of the viewers.
Thank you. Thank you for accepting. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, of course. Why not? I've been 20 years ago, I've been diagnosed with a big C and quite a short time to live. So, which obviously changed my mind. And to be honest, it may sound funny, but it changed it for the better, because I decided to leave Vienna and came to Britain for, whatever I have left to learn English, which I succeeded, as you can hear. So I run into a healer. I have never heard about crystal healing before, and she put me in crystals. Immediately my clairvoyancy came back. I was really frozen. And so after that experience, I did participate in the hospital appointment. I've been knocked out in an anesthetic, and as I woke up, they asked me what I'm doing here, and I said, hello, you have my file and you know what I'm having. And she said, you have nothing. I said, what? It worked? I could not believe it. So anyway, long story short, they sent me home. I've been on the next Mind, Body, Spirit exhibition. The biggest here in Europe is in London, and found a course, and I did 2.5 years, a crystal healing course, became a crystal healer, and the rest is history.
That's
so, and
great.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
I would like to mention that I never had chemo. I never took any
Medicine,
radiation. Plainly crystals, and I'm the best example. It works. And of course, now in my history of 20 years helping people, I can assure you that there is no need for, if your mindset is right. If you believe in those other, do it. There is nothing right or wrong. You have to follow your own heart. And if you believe that the chemicals help you, you have to do it. You know, that I'm not spreading that. I personally would highly recommend to do, if you want to follow that, do both, or one after another, not together, or you trust your higher guidance, which I did, and just go for what your heart feels right. And in my case, it was following the crystal. Yes.
Yeah, that's a wonderful news. I'm really happy. That would actually give me the chance to meet you, which is wonderful.
So first, yes.
Yeah, so I would like to ask you, what are the benefits using crystals healer to heal?
You know, that is now, Beverley, I'm really sorry, but I have to elevate this whole conversation to another level, because we have to incorporate the sacred geometry. I try to explain it as brief as I can, because I know we have limited time. So what it is we are, as you know, energy first and foremost, and our body is made out of sacred geometry. Down to the smallest cell, we are based on the 5 platonic solids. And this is the same in the case of the crystals. So if you go for the chakra system and your aura system, everything in and around our body is a sacred geometry. It is a matrix. So the crystal has the same geometric shape like the chakra we are placing it on. So it goes in resonance, and the resonance activates the chakra because it wants to be in its ideal form again. The crystal encourages the chakra to spin faster, because the way illness appears in your life is it manifests over many, many years. This is why people get sick when they get older, most of them, in the energy field around you. So it takes, an average energy field is about 15 meters. So it takes years to get closer and closer and closer and closer to your physical body. So the chakras are not providing with enough energy. The organs are related to the chakras. So then the slow spin will then have the effect that the organ fails. And the crystal on the chakra is just, the chakra spins faster, you know, they are little wheels. And so the healing process actually can be reversed. And I'm the best example, it's possible, you know, so you can really reverse this. What I would like to mention as well is it is first and foremost really a mindset, because a healer, I found this a bit, it's not really accurate. You don't heal people. You help people to help themselves, to heal themselves. Because what the crystal and the healer does is activating your own ability to activate the system to be healthy again. Because that's our nature. Our nature is to be healthy. And so a healer as such is not really healing. So, but it helps the patient or the client to heal themselves. And I assure you, there are people who are so strongly believe that they can't be healed. You can, as a healer, you can do whatever you want. That's it. You know, so you have to respect that. If they want to live the health issue, then they have to do that. You know, that this is nothing right or wrong. It's a learning. Life is a learning. You know that, I know that.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, the healer don't heal, but it's actually just the tool.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it does help, you know, but what I would like to explain is, for me, a crystal is a being. It's a living being, because everything what grows, it's alive, and what is alive has a conscience. So what I've learned, and this was such a beneficial course, you have to program the crystal. He takes the information, you as a healer, that's the, you know, you give the message, help this person now, put the name in, with the issue, whatever, so, for example, the stomach, yeah? And then the crystal will do this for a little while. After that, you can cleanse it. You have to cleanse it before and after, because it is a program in there for a short period of time. And then you just cleanse it either with bells or with water or with smoke. Everybody has an own way to do this. I actually asked the crystal with a pendulum, what would you like? Sunlight, moonlight, water? And they do answer. Tell you what it's really funny. For me, they are like having pets. It sounds a bit funny. I meditate with them. I talk to them.
Yeah. Because they radiate actually energy. So
yes. Right. Yeah, it is all based on energy, you know, and the thing is, if you really seriously want to be healed, hold a crystal, hold it in your hand, program it for yourself. Say the best way to do that is the master healer, the clear quartz, and you say, help me with my issue, dun, 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 whatever it is. And because the master healer is a clear crystal, it's not colored, so because the color and the shape has a different vibration as well. This is why you use different crystals. But if you hold the crystal, program it for yourself. I teach this in my courses, you know, you can do this for yourself, which answered one of your questions. Yes, I teach that. Just came back from Germany and had a course there. It was lovely, absolutely brilliant. How people get excited when they feel they really can connect to crystals. So yeah, and the main healer is for me still the clear quartz, because it's an empty vessel you can program in a collar and the program, which is the other ones are kind of more restricted by their collar, because collar is a vibration.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
So
okay, that's wonderful. And yeah, you already explained how you clean actually your crystals. Do you recharge them?
Yes, to be fair, I mostly clear them with bells or smoke, and then I recharge them, as I just mentioned, by water or moonlight, sunlight. That is the easiest way to do. You just place them on your mantelpiece and wait for a night, and the next day they are actually really happy. I tell you what, I have had crystals where a rather difficult health issue came up, and you feel it. I put them in water, I put them in, and it's giving you the message, I'm not clear. So you really have to tune in to the vibration of that crystal. And I always say, when they give you the okay, they are okay. So what I'm saying with this is, don't use a crystal if you don't have the feeling it's clear and ready for you. If it's still a residue from another client in, I'm not using it. I'm not using it, because that would be transferring an illness to somebody else. We really have to be conscious about that, you know. So I'm really conscious about to clear them really, really well to make them ready for the next one. I would like to mention, unfortunately, you can put a negative program into a crystal as well. It will take it. So awareness is very important. That is not just a thing, it is a being. In a wider sense, I'm sorry, it sounds maybe a bit odd, but it is a being. And it the whole mineral kingdom made themselves available to us to help Gaia to rise up now. You know, we are in those precious times, which are, you and I know it, very exciting. I'm really excited to have incarnated. It's perfect. So, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, it's a perfect time for us.
Perfect time, you know, and just bring it on. Get it out. And you as well. I'm so happy that you find your niche, isn't it? It took a while, you know. So, and we all, I'm sure everybody who may listen, they tried something more corporate or normal, you know, normal. Yeah, so I feel really blessed. And to be honest, looking back, I think my illness was a blessing, you know, because otherwise we wouldn't talk. We wouldn't talk. It was a blessing, you know, to go down this way. Yeah. I would like to tell you as well, if people wanted to know what crystals, and it needs a bit longer, you know, you have to have really a program of which chakras, which stones are related to it, because it's not just one, it's several stones, and which disease, it is always related to the chakra, you know, the organs which are close by, or they are close by to the chakra are affected when you have an illness or a disease. Or my program was I gained weight. So what was it? I wasn't creative. I was denying my talent, and this is one of the reasons why I'm talking to you. Yeah, because I want to lose the weight. So be creative. We are very creative right now. Or for example, I have a lot of clients right now which are having stomach or issues with the digestive system and so on. But that was the situation we passed because it was fear, you know, getting something which is in the air, nobody could see, and then your whole digestion and blocked. You know, you couldn't digest literally the situation outside. So your organs told you, why not? Yeah, concentrate on me instead of listening to outside. But this, honestly, it is so easy to get into contemplation again, to calmness. Use them again, a clear quartz. I have one behind me, you know that one from my photograph, you know, my lovely crystal ball. Hold it. Even a small crystal will help you, because as a matter of fact, the structure in the crystal, it doesn't matter if it's that big or that big or that small. The structure inside, the geometric shape of a crystal never changes. So whatever you give in there will help you. This has nothing to do with the size of the crystal. So it is just the right color, the right vibration, the right frequency, and the right chakra. That combination will help to encourage, first of all, the chakra, and second, the organ, to provide it with enough energy and be alive again, you know.
Okay.
And don't forget, we renew our organs all the time. Nothing is really old, you know.
It's renewing. Yeah, definitely.
And they get the right frequency from the crystals, fine. You know, they don't have to deteriorate again. They just can continue. The new ones can continue to be new.
Exactly.
I'm sure you can hear it. I'm excited about my subject. I love what I'm doing, and I have so many wonderful results where people really come back and say, yes, it works, you were right, and I'm good again. And you know, I just had recently a lovely young mother with breast cancer, and after I do absent healing as well, so distant healings. I never met this lovely woman. I've seen a picture finally, and she was cleared of breast cancer, you know. So she was a mother of four, and with that age, it's really sad, you know. So I'm excited that it works. But don't get me wrong, again, she helped herself. She believed she has the capability. Yeah, and that combination made her become healthy again. So that's how it works.
Yeah, but I can feel that you are really passionate, and which is normal because you see the result, and you know it brings you so much joy to see that, you know, you see the before and after. So yeah, that's,
and what I'm sure you experienced that yourself. People confirm, actually, I knew it. You know, it's you just tip them like the first domino. I feel like the first domino. You know, I'm the one, bing, it's running. It's like they know, and when they tell you, oh my God, yes, I know that I knew it. That is for me the most exciting, because Beverley, you and I know, if you open that door, nothing is a limit. You know, you can go anywhere. If you acknowledge that you are the creator of all of that, that's it. You can reach height you never dreamt of. You know, that's an unlimited potential, which will be, you know, the gates are flooding. If you open that you are really creating that you are the creator of either your happiness or your illness. That those two things, it's just for me such a blessing that I can witness that. Then people are awake.
Yeah, that's amazing, actually.
I love it. I mean, I love it. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And I think you explained already how do you work as a crystal healer. You already explained a little bit of that, right? Yeah.
For me, it's, again, there are systems, and again, I've had this wonderful 2.5 years being trained here in London, where I live at the moment. But it's, again, all based on the sacred geometry. If I have, for example, I have this drawing from, you know, like a human, and so you put the crystals in a certain geometric shape around them. And put the chakras on it. That is the simple version, and I put them in a lovely crystal egg, which has been done by very small clear quartz crystals, so to protect the whole process of the healing session. And then depend on which chakra is a bit lower, I use a pendulum. I still use a pendulum. Even as a clairvoyant, I can see it. I don't even have to really use it, but I do use the pendulum to be absolutely sure that is the right crystal for the right chakra. And because again, there are several versions for a chakra. It's not just one crystal which will work. So, and but that's another chapter for itself. It's too vast subject. And then I just open my hand chakras and give the healing in until I feel, or the client tells me, or the pendulum tells me it's over. Because what I do is, or what I'm blessed with, it's like yourself, I have the vision. They literally energetically appear in front of me behind that piece of paper, and they're telling me, no, so, some of them just raise their arms and you can see they are relieved that it's finally the amount of energy floating through their body. And so for me, it's a combination of all the skills I'm able to provide to heal someone or help somebody to heal. I always say when God gave the gifts, I was the first in a row. I don't know why. I hear it, I see it, I smell it, and I know. And it's the combination of all of it that I'm able to go into the depths I can go into. So yeah, I feel blessed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's the. And you were saying that because you just went for a training, so you do a lot of training also, or you do also like a seminar or something like that? No, just teaching.
Yeah. For me, the issue, I do talks as well, just simply talks to, like we do now, to explain it all. But for me, unfortunately, I'm a bit old-fashioned because I do believe crystals have to be felt. Yeah. This is why I'm stepping actually back from giving seminars, because you have to feel the crystal. That is you are falling in love with them. You are just, and I'm sure that the ones who watch us know, you are just falling in love. And that is you cannot do this over the internet. You're holding this baby and you think, oh my God, how wonderful. Some of them literally giggle, and I think, am I blessed to hear that, to feel that? This is a vibration which goes vice versa, and I feel my joy, they feel my joy. And of course, bingo, people are healed.
It is, you need to touch it.
It's for me, I always say, learning by doing. What surely has its advantages as well, because you can go worldwide. And I do think I might have to do it at one point. We are working on some strategy to pass that on over the internet and put this on my website. But I really feel a crystal has to be experienced life.
Okay. So I'm sure that's why you're traveling. Actually, you travel to different places to.
That's correct. I travel, mainly in Europe. The widest I've been and did something was actually Los Angeles. But normally I go in Europe because, as you know, I speak German, and there are 3 countries who speak German. So I did a lot in Switzerland, Austria, and Germany, talks and workshops. And love it. Love it.
Yeah.
I don't like airports right now. Fighting all over, but that's fine. That's fine. I can live with that.
That's wonderful. And I know I didn't mention that, but I have some crystals. And like you said before, it doesn't matter of the size. I'm just going, I don't know if it's going to show, but you see, I have like a small one like this one.
That looks like a carnelian to me.
Yeah. And
because it could be jasper, but I think it's a carnelian, which is for the sexual chakra and encodes all your ovaries and the womb to be activated again.
Oh, okay. I have quite a few like this, and yeah, like the one I really like is this one.
Selenite. That is, in my opinion, one of the best healer. I do psychic surgery as well. That means I'm cutting them off energetically, take something out, and then close them. And I always close with that crystal. But I have a big one.
Yeah,
that is
sure, yeah.
The needle who stitches the body up again.
Okay, yeah. I have quite few, and I decided to let them outside, so you know the energy and can they can receive, they can recharge, and all that.
Yes. One thing I would like to mention what you just said. First of all, try to get them in color groups. So what I do is when I have them here on my shelf, I try to have them divided by the lower chakras and the upper chakras because of the frequency, and that they don't interfere. And I mentally ask them to slow down their vibration, because I do have people here in my house as well, or my flat, and it is too busy, too buzzing. So they have to, because I had just recently one who said, oh my God. I said, no, forget it. I slowed them down. People do feel that if they are very sensitive.
You feel the energy,
You feel the energy, and most of the people say, what a wonderful energy here in the room. But you consciously have to tell them, slow down your vibration. And when I ask you and I need you, I will program you for the client or people or person who comes in. So be aware of that, to ask them to slow down, because otherwise you are constantly hyper.
Yeah, definitely. So you suggest that to keep them by color, right?
Yes. So the upper ones from the solar plexus, so it's citrine, rose quartz, or ametrine, blue laser gate, and then some people take sodalite or an amethyst, and then the clear quartz on the top. Oh yeah, heart chakra. Yes. So that goes in one, area, and the lower ones, a darker crystal, actually, like the carnelian and, the black tourmaline, or all the jaspers. Yes. Oh, obsidian. Yes. I would put them in another group.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I will do that.
On your shelf or wherever. So, because the vibration is really, the frequency is very opposite, so it goes from 400 and whatever.
Sorry, the internet cut us off, so that's the reason why. But yes, Elke, you were saying?
I would like to thank you for your patience, and I would like to have a little recap, because I have in my memory, I missed something out. When I explained the whole process of the energy going slowly from the aura to the body, I forgot it starts with the wrong thought form. So 99.9% of youngsters get a wrong thought form into one of their relatives, or some incident has happened, and that is what you carry. But because it belongs to somebody else who told you that and not to you, it manifests over years, even centuries, to be an illness in your body, because it is not your programming. And so this, I would like to see it this way. You have a wrong thought, you have to go literally backwards from the organ through all the layers to the thought which come first. My ability to be a medium or a clairvoyant actually allows me to see it quite soon with the people where it started. I can actually mostly pinpoint the year and where they got it from, male or female energy, father, mother, grandfather, whatever. So, and if people acknowledge that, then they can start the healing process, because they said, oh my God, yes, you are right, so, and then if the light bulb goes on, then the healing starts to, take part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah. The other thing I would like to mention is, because we had the healing now as a whole picture, and if you would kindly have me again, I would like to talk about the chakras and the organs and the crystals. I will have them and show them closely to the camera and explain how they can be used, because you have several options to use them, to meditate, to place them on the body, and to drink them, for example, wear them like I do. And so, yeah, if we
that will be great. Yeah, that will be great. And also, because I have some crystals, that I showed you, it will help me also to know how to use them.
What I would like to your viewer as well, to encourage them to ask you a question, and we could see if it's possible to answer. So maybe
so you can put a comment, you can put your question below, and we will be able to answer when we will do the next video. Definitely.
Maybe first the common ones, the specific. Always a very tricky situation, but like headache, or digest problems, stuff like this, which is more or less quite common right now, so, and has all to do with the situation.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're all a bit stressed, I think. Yeah, but it's fine. As you can see, you and I, we still can laugh, and we take it with a pinch of salt. And I appreciate that in you. I'm very pleased we met and connected. You are a wonderful soul. If you don't mind me say so, I'm sure but behind you is a really, really beautiful angel. And you get the whisper all the time. Don't deny it.
Yeah, you're right, but I think sometimes you don't know if it's in your head or but yeah, definitely I get some whisper in my ear. Okay.
I passed that. There is a trick. There is a really good trick. When I was in this situation, I said to my guidance, tell me something I would never, ever think of myself. I nearly dropped off the chair. The message came. I thought, so ever since, I'm a believer.
Yeah.
So thank you so much again for having me. And hopefully, I really, like yourself, this is why you started, I assume, to help, and even if we help only one, help people to continue their journey, because we are all here for our own journey, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's really wonderful. Is there anything that you want to add before we wrap up?
No, actually, I think we said it. We don't have to prolong it now. We rather go in the next time to the more details. Again, chakras, organs, and the crystals, and I will tell them how to, or try to explain how to use them. As to best of my ability, so that's all what I can do.
Okay. Yeah? All right. Thank you very much for being here with me.
I'm thanking you. You are a magical woman, and bless you for doing what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And I will put a link where you can reach actually Elke. So if you need any question or anything. So thank you, everyone. And until next time, bye-bye.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye.